All right, come on. Oh man, let's clap, Cindy. We are back. It is a Feel Good Friday, February 23rd, 2024, 15 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Chat room is wide open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all major platforms. We truly appreciate you. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We appreciate you. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen SennyJ, good morning. God bless. Looking good. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I am doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is happening locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Okay, and of course you want to stick around for that and all we have to offer. Remember, I said Sharon Barnes was going to call in today. We rescheduled to Monday. She's going to call in on Monday, so we are super excited about Sharon calling in. Now, let's just jump right into the madness. First thing is first, okay? Everybody that's in that chat room right now, I want you to alert our beloved Wendy Gonzalez. Why? Because Monday we have officially changed the name SennyJ. Cindy don't even know this. And Motivational Mondays is out the window. We've been motivated enough throughout the years. Wendy Gonzalez gave us the name Wake the F Up Mondays. And that's going to be Monday's title. Let's clap for Wendy Gonzalez. Come on, Cindy, clap for the
Wendy.
Clap for the
That's such
queen.
a good idea. Thank you.
Wake the F Up Monday without spelling the F word. That's the official name starting this Monday of the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. You see how when you reach out for help, the dumbest question is the one you don't ask. And our beloved Wendy Gonzalez came up with the name yesterday. So we appreciate you. We also appreciate our beloved Princess Cox No Pause, who gave us whatever Wednesdays when we used to do Wednesdays. So thank you so much for our audience participation, which is really considered family to us. Thank you. Wendy Gonzalez, we appreciate you. Starting this Monday, and we'll start promoting it throughout the weekend. Mondays is called Wake the F Up Mondays. Can someone please alert Wendy Gonzalez of this, because she's made our day and she's been a member of this room for multiple years, and she's been a chat room member of the week. And SennyJ, and before we move on, we used to do chat room member of the week. We might have to bring that back to bring new members. And for the record, it was SennyJ who got rid of chat room member of the week. It was SennyJ who got rid of the shout outs. It was SennyJ that said, yo, we're going to do this show once a week. Now, if you have any comments towards SennyJ, then you please can inbox her. But Cindy, before I yield my time back, the show Monday will be called Wake the F Up Mondays. Somebody, please alert Wendy Gonzalez. I'm going to say this one more thing and I'm going to yield back my time. SennyJ, God bless her. You know how I feel about it. Cindy's like Cindy would be like my middle daughter, because I actually have kids older than SennyJ. And SennyJ's old as hell, so that makes me super old.
I can't.
If you remember yesterday, guys, if you listened to the show, Cindy talked about this intriguing woman that was going through this whole tumultuous relationship with a person that was lying, and it was all lies, and it's viral on TikTok and trickled down to YouTube. And this woman had 50 episodes or 51 episodes, 10-minute episodes of her journey with this insanity. I discarded it as just a news story. SennyJ said, no, Shawn, watch a few episodes. Because a lot of times when Cindy brings up some information after the show, I immediately discard it. Only a few shows, a few topics Cindy did believe in that I carried interest in, which was when she was trying to save the polar bears in the North Atlantic and was crying, when she also wanted to free Hong Kong from the Chinese government. She went crazy on that. And I sympathize with Cindy. So there's been a few of Cindy's movements that I've been involved with. But this one I was going to discard like I usually do. Cindy said, watch a couple episodes of this woman, Risa Tisa, if I'm saying it right. Mm-hmm. And as a grown-ass man, I got caught up in the melodrama. This is like the ghetto version of Days of Our Lives.
Not the ghetto version of Days of Our Lives.
And your boy Harvey, grown-ass man, got caught up in it. Watching episodes as I'm doing my work throughout the day. Even came home and had a discussion about it with my beloved wife, who told me basically to man up and stop watching that. What is wrong with you? And I said to her, no. I'm on episode 27.
Tanya hasn't watched it?
Yeah, she watched it and she was like, okay, I got what I needed from this and I got to move on. And I said, no, stay with us. Stay with us. She told me, you are growing a vagina. I said, I know. I have turned into an old black auntie that loves gossip. And I am well invested in this. So I want to say this publicly on this show. SennyJ, I hate you. I hate you with love. I hate you with love. And I told you this earlier. Your boy Harvey has now been clustered with a bunch of women that are intrigued about these videos that's been dropped on social media. And I like to say, you know how I give it up. I'm honest as hell on this show. And I've been throughout these years. SennyJ has got me well invested in this melodrama that's gone viral with this woman, with this man who told lies throughout the relationship. And I want to admit that as a man. So please give me a moment of silence because I officially have taken off my penis for a vagina for a couple of days. And honestly, after this show is over, I can't wait to get back to the melodrama that's been going viral. SennyJ, I yield my time.
I told you, Shawn, it is captivating. You know what I'm saying? Her storytelling skills, right? When she's like, that part's going to come back later. Doesn't it make you want to get the pen and paper? You like, damn, Tisa? And that's what was bugging me. Because if I'm like telling a story to somebody and I'm like, okay, so remember that because I'm going to come back to that.
Yeah.
If I do that, I'm going to forget. By the end of the story, they're going to be like, but what about that part? I'm like, oh, girl, that was da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she had so many points where she was like, now we're going to come back to that. I was like, but then when she does that from like part one. Yeah. So as I'm listening, I'm like, well, damn, girl, are you going to talk about, I'm on part like 42. And I'm like, are we still going to find out about March 7th that you said back in part 3? And the way she brings it all together, jaw dropping. So yes. You're on the right path, Shawn.
Yeah, y'all clap for me right now. I am such a little bitch right now. I am so intrigued with this that you got to pull out the popcorn.
But wait, do you watch it like on the TV or are you watching it like as you're going on about your day? Like
I'm watching it.
How are you consuming this?
Whoa. Let's put a pause on consuming this. Whoa. Because it's falling right into bitch mode where I'm at right now. I'm consuming it. No, I didn't watch it on the big screen.
I put it on the TV, baby. I was in my bed, rubbing my feet together like a cricket. I lost 2 days because of Tisa. I lost 2 days.
Oh my God. I'm watching it as I'm going out and about, and I'm in the house and I'm watching it. And I even watched it last night with the volume up while I was watching TV because, I'm doing my sports betting. But we got to talk about that. Go Rangers.
Oh,
Go New York Rangers, the hockey team, SennyJ. They're hot. I'm telling you. And I jumped back into the parlay world. That's another situation that Cindy and I will talk about. Now, Cindy, that's an off show topic.
I'll remember that for later, Shawn.
Yes, no doubt. Please call me at 2 o'clock. We got a lot of work to do. Cindy,
That's
I
hilarious.
watched it last night. My wife was doing the laundry and doing whatever she was doing. I'm in the bedroom with this whole Odyssey on full blast with the volume, and my wife came in. I turned the volume down. I was like, "Yes, honey, yes. Anything like me to do? No, I'm good." She went out the room, put that thing right on full blast.
She's like, who is that woman talking?
So, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Miko hasn't been around in a few weeks because of her work schedule, but as soon as everything clears up, she'll be back. So please shout out to the one and only Miss Miko. Now, before we move on, Cindy was right. Cindy put me in my place this morning. She put everything in perspective before we move on. She said, "Shawn, I sent you something in your Instagram inbox and you're not receiving it. And what's going on with you?" And she said, "It's not like," she said, "Shawn, you're married. It's like your inbox and Instagram, it should be dry, like a wasteland." And I thought about it for a second. And you know what, everybody that's listening to this show, she's absolutely right. Instagram dry as hell. What's going on? It's a slumber party in there. I mean, I'm getting regular text messages and regular inboxes, and I need to look at them. But when Cindy just cavalierly just said to me, "Yo, as a married man, your DM should be dry as hell."
Right. So when I send a message, it should be right at the top.
And I definitely agree with you. But then I took a quick look at my DMs, and she's absolutely right. They're dry as hell. So I want to shout out to all the men, even though Cindy put me in my place. I want to shout out to all the men out there in these internet social media streets that have dry DMs and nothing's going on but just regular videos or regular messages. I want to give a shout out to you, brothers. Fellas, put a number one in your chat room, in the chat room, if your DMs is dry as hell like Harvey's. I'm a proud dry as hell DM member of the Association of DMs and Instagram.
I cannot, Shawn.
And ladies, put a number one if your DMs are dry as hell. And Cindy, I will pose this question to you before we move on a Feel Good Friday that's now turned into a Wake the F Up Mondays. Can somebody please contact Wendy Gonzalez? Andre Felder, what's up? Good morning, brother. Andre Felder Sr. I see you in the chat room. He was down with the rap group back in the day, Cindy, with my man Lamar Ford. He's still alive, thank God. Shout out to my nephew, Lee Scott. Appreciate you. Nicole Harris, thank you so much for tuning in. And guys, don't forget the birthday bash is March the 2nd in Comedy in Harlem, March 6th in Brooklyn, and March 9th in Bethlehem.
So excited.
Cindy, I asked this question to you before we move on a Feel Good Friday. You know that my DMs is dry as hell. Lee Scott, my beloved nephew, I asked you this question as well. And with your beautiful wife, April, who I had the pleasure of meeting. Lee Scott, my beloved nephew, are your DMs dry as hell like your uncles? Andre Felder Sr. Oh, you're Andre Felder Sr.? You're a senior. I know your DMs is dry as hell.
Lies.
Andre Felder Sr., I know your DMs is dry as hell because you're a senior. To my beloved Lee Scott, are your DMs dry as hell like your uncle? Kareem Williams, I know you're Kareem Williams has jumped into the chat room. I doubt if your inboxes are dry as hell. But Sydney, I asked this question to you before we move on. And Nicole Harris, are your DMs dry as hell or are they on and popping? SennyJ, I'll ask you this question, young lady. Please be honest, because I don't want no lies going on around here, because there's a lot of lying going on.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because everybody in that chat room is over there lying. But go ahead, press the truth upon me.
No doubt, you will receive the truth. Cindy, are your DMs popping, or are they dry as hell like your boys Harvey's?
My DMs are popping, but it's because of my friends. Like my girlfriends, we send each other reels all day. So I mean, my DMs are live. Definitely a lot of action, but nothing with the opposite sex.
But that does qualify as your DMs are popping. So thank you for being honest. Let's clap for that.
You know what I'm saying? Just being technical. People are hitting me up. It's just not of the male variety. And actually, a guy did hit me up, and I entertained it a little bit, and I found out it was another
what?
Another like scam fake account. So I had to dig myself up out of that hole I put myself in the other day. Self-esteem was very low, but I'm back on top again.
Good. And for you new listeners, if you didn't know, SennyJ fell in love with a telemarketer that was in Saudi Arabia back in the day. She thought that this relationship was going to work, but it wasn't going to work because the man never existed. So I want to say this to my beloved SennyJ. You have grown as you're getting older, and you can smell the BS as it hits you a little faster than you did in your earlier years in life. So the question to everyone is, your DMs popping or not? I get regular DMs, like Cindy said, just videos and, people just, inboxing me with just, regular stuff. So I don't consider my DMs popping, but SennyJ DMs are popping. Yeah. What's going on with your DMs? We're taking more inventory this morning on a Feel Good Friday. Yeah. Are you nasty? Are you regular? What's going on?
Right. And if you're married, cut that relationship off today. So.
Right. If you're married,
block that girl that's in your DMs that you keep entertaining. Just stop it today.
Okay. Now, but Cindy, if you was married and your husband got a DM from a chick from back in the day, but didn't know the relationship, they didn't know what they just randomly, hey, what's going on? And you saw the DM because y'all could see each other DMs, whatever. How would you approach that situation? And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ, Queen Miss Miko. Let's go, baby. Mondays, wake the F up Mondays. Cindy, how would you approach if a young lady randomly inboxed your dude? Now, your dude didn't have nothing to do with this. It's the random inbox, and he didn't ignite this situation. The homegirl just hit him up. How do you deal with a situation like that?
Well, I'd have to see how you responded. If it's just a message, then I don't care. But it's how do you respond to the message? Do you respond to it at all? Did you heart it? Did you engage?
Yeah, but what if your man ran to you in really bitch mode and be like, "Oh my God, listen, I got this inbox from this broad. Listen, I didn't say anything yet. I just wanted to report back. This was happening. I did. What, babe? Here, what do we do? What do we do?"
No, but you know why though? You know why I say that? Because sometimes I'm going to say sometimes people will do that so that it gains your trust to be like, oh, well, he told me about last time. So he's, they're not doing anything, because if they were doing anything, they would have told me. What I've seen is sometimes people do that to create a fake trust, because they can really go, hey, thanks to Risa Tisa and life experience, that is what my data tells me. So to me, why are you telling me if it's nothing? I'm not like one of those chicks. I'm very like, listen, my partner can have friends of the opposite sex. Like, you can do whatever, because I'm the type of person is I'm going to give you enough string to hang yourself. And I'm a firm believer in everything done in the dark comes to the light. So I'm not here to police you. I don't own you. When you're in a relationship, you don't own that person, even if you're married. So people have the free will to do whatever they want. Unless somebody is like threatening you in your DMs or anything crazy, I expect you to be a grown adult and to handle it accordingly. Why are you running to tell me? So to me, that would be a red flag, because I would be like, why are you telling me about basically? Because to me, if you didn't say anything or you don't have a relationship with this person, I'd consider it spam. So you want to run to me to tell me about some spam? What do you want me to do about it? So wow. I don't know. Keep it to yourself.
Okay. You know, they had this old saying back in the day. They say you can't win for losing.
Listen, don't tell me about nothing unless it's something. Period.
So even if a man,
because now you got my sensors going off.
So, boy, is that the only way you can react to this situation as per your data? This is a man that's really just being transparent and just sharing with you what it is.
Transparent about what? What is there to be transparent about?
A woman DM'd him, and he just
but if you don't entertain it, she's just gonna have a conversation with herself. So this is what you want.
So why would you flip it?
So this is it. You want to tell me about a girl in your DM so that I can say, oh, okay, well, tell her that you're married and let's see her response. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information?
Cindy, I know, I hear what you're saying.
Except to know that Cindy, girls from your past are hitting you up in your DMs. And hopefully the next time you'll tell me about the next one too.
Cindy, really? I mean, why would you going down a negative road with this? He's just being transparent. I mean, I understand your data and where you're going with this, but can it be a flip side of that where you could say, you know what? That was a good look by him. You know, he didn't have to share this with me. It didn't have to be spam. We're just having a conversation, and he's just letting me know that someone hit him up in the inbox just randomly, and he's just having a discussion with you about it. You're taking it to a whole nother level. As I respect you, I respect your opinion and your thought process, but if you feel that way, it might work against you, because a person might say the next time your partner might be like, I ain't gonna say nothing. It could be anything. It has nothing to do with a relationship, a woman hitting them up. It could be anything in life. Maybe you might push a dude away because of your reaction to his transparency.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go off on him, but I would be like, okay. It depends on how he brings
Hold on, stop for a second. Stop. Wait. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Hold your thought. I'm the one with the ADHD. You can continue on. The beloved Princess Cox, No Pause, Black Heart, Jackie Robinson, BK's Finest has just entered the building. And Princess, I want to let you know, if you missed it earlier in the show, that our beloved Wendy Gonzalez, we have officially changed the name from Motivational Monday to Wake the F Up Monday because of Wendy Gonzalez. And I brought your name up because you was the one, even though we don't do the shows on Wednesdays for now, you came up with Ever Wednesdays. So I want you, if you don't mind, to contact Wendy Gonzalez, because we have officially changed the name to Motivational Mondays to Wake the F Up Mondays. So Princess, please do me a favor. Reach out to Wendy to give her the good news. SennyJ, I yield back my time. God bless.
It depends on how that person brings it up. If they say to me, if we're just having a conversation and they're just like, yeah, and Sheila from high school hit me up the other day on in my DMs, and I just thought that was kind of weird because I haven't talked to her. Like, if we're talking about something and it leads to that and it comes up in casual conversation, okay, but I feel like if you just bring it to me, like nobody's thinking about anything, and then you're just like, hey, I got a DM, you know, from this girl from my past. I just wanted to let you know. My antennas are going to be up because you don't need to just let me know that. And it kind of brings up feelings of, do you want to contact her back? Are you just,
oh my God,
are you just testing my temperature?
All right. Oh
like,
my God.
Because usually when people do stuff like that, or they could be saying it because they want to, some people do things like that to create competition, to put a seed in somebody's head that, look, people are checking for me. Like, it might be a tactic to make your partner feel insecure. So you never know. So unless it's a problem, don't bring it to me. I don't know.
Cindy, do I have to save you from yourself again like I did yesterday? Do your favorite uncle have to save you from yourself that you went and drifted down Never Land for no reason at all? I hear what you're saying about all these scenarios and how
Does
you
it
feel
not
about
happen
this.
though? Do people not manipulate people with stuff like that?
Yeah, but Cindy, there's got to be some kind of trust here, SennyJ. He's just sharing some information. It has nothing to do with competition. It has nothing to do with setting up for some type of situation to happen later on with this particular person. He's just sharing with you. Now, Cindy, like I said, that might backfire on you or others that think like this, where it pushes a man away. I'm not a relationship expert. I told y'all.
Okay, so you and I think Kareem, because he apparently feels the same way, and I have a crazy mind. What do you want your partner to say? If Tanya came to you and was like, Shawn, somebody I used to date in college actually hit me up on, Instagram the other day. I thought it was so crazy because I haven't talked to them in forever. What is your response?
I would say, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ, Queen Miss Miko. You know, as Black folks, we always got to put sound effects and everything. I said, Miss Miko, I would say, well, honey, I appreciate your transparency and thanks for sharing this. You didn't have to share it. I see we're on the same page with this. You need to handle that, and I'm for sure, and I trust you that you will. But thank you so much for bringing that up. And I'm going on with the rest of my day because I trust this woman. And wait a minute, she volunteered information. So I'm not going to persecute her, or I'm not going to overanalyze it because she volunteered information that she didn't have to. So who am I to now start the interrogation of why you shared this with me? I would say, honey, thank you so much. Handle that. I see where you at with it. It's all good. And I continue on with my life. And I actually would appreciate her sharing that information. And then I'm gonna go on. I'm not gonna be naive.
And then at 2:00 in the afternoon, when you're sitting there eating your lunch, you're gonna be like, "Damn, why did she tell me about that dude?"
No, I'm not.
I'm not. But that's how it happens. That's how it happens.
Yeah, but that's you. That's you, sir. Sir, that's you, sir.
Listen, I'm not gonna start.
I said I would appreciate.
I'm gonna tell them, okay. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Did you say anything? And I'm gonna just let it go. I'm not gonna say anything about it. But believe me, like Risa Tisa said, I'm gonna make note of that.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be right back here.
Oh
and
man!
I want to know the name. And I want to know the name.
Okay, they shared all the name. Even if my wife did the same thing, she said, "Yo, this person is that." Blah 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 blah. Dude just got out of jail. Hit me up. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's throw that scenario in. Okay, honey, I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing that with me because you volunteered information. We are on the same page and we're a team. I appreciate you for that. I even love you more for sharing that information. but I'm not going to interrogate her following that and think and paint another picture that doesn't have to be painted. Because if I now interrogate her, I might taint this woman or anybody else from not voluntarily, not
But I'm not
voluntarily.
saying I didn't
But
say
that's
to
what you're doing.
interrogate them.
If you and I was in a relationship, pause, and I came with you with this information, and you came back with me with your rhetoric, I'm gonna be like, this bitch here.
I'm not, listen, if it honestly happened in a situation, I'm not going to make it a thing. If you said somebody hit you up in your DMs and I say, oh, wow, how did you respond? And they're like, no, nothing. I didn't say anything. I just left it. I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to say anything else about it. To me, if there's nothing going on, there's nothing to be said. Because even if I were to go snooping through your phone, all I'm going to see is a message from a person and you not responding. So that's what I'm saying. Why, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be transparent about because nothing happened. You're asking for a reaction for something that what is that saying? What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. And to SennyJ's future man, boyfriend, husband, or whatever. Once you get in a relationship with SennyJ, I want to say this to you, it's your friend Shawn Harvey. If a random woman inbox you on social media and you're in a relationship with SennyJ and you look at that message, you don't have to volunteer any kind of information to your beloved future girlfriend or wife. Because if you do, you're going to be heavily questioned and there's going to be doubts and a whole lot of other scenarios are going to come into play. That's what SennyJ said. That's what SennyJ said.
I said. How can you literally take what I said and say and twist it and say that's what I said? I literally said I wouldn't say anything, and then you just said I'm gonna interrogate them. What are you talking about?
Everyone, you see right here in real time, the contradiction is real on this show, and we appreciate SennyJ for that.
You know what's transparency? If he was having a conversation with that woman, nothing sexually said or nothing, going on. But if he was like, you know what, this girl hit me up from high school and we've actually been chatting it up like every day. And I feel like I should say something to you because whatever. Like, I feel like that's being transparent, or like, through talking to her these last couple days, we have so much in common. And I was thinking about meeting up with her because she's going to be out here or something like that. That's being transparent. And I can go from there and, whatever, we can have a Conversation. But somebody just hitting you up and you not responding is not really a conversation. It's not really being transparent, which puts off things to me that you might be trying to acclimate me to the fact that you want to be talking with this person.
Yo, your overthinking is unbelievable, and I appreciate you for that. See, but the man is beating it to the punch. Pause. He's saying, hey, listen, this woman, inboxed me randomly. Just want to let you know, let's have a discussion about it. And like I said, back to voluntary.
Have a discussion about what? Have a discussion about what?
Right. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. And then now, after the man has this discussion, like, hey, whatever it is, this woman inboxed me, it could be nothing. I get it. But what if the second message come through? Hey, let's meet up, let's do this, and let's talk about this with the woman reaching back out to this man. Now it's like, hey, honey, listen, remember I told you this whole situation about this woman who reached out to me? Well, guess what? She, just like what you just said in your scenario. Hey, listen, let's talk. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Now, at least the man is armed with this information that he already shared with you. Now it makes it a easy transition with the truth to say, hey, listen, you see what's going on here. And now you as a partner could go, you know what? My man was honest. He reached out to me. He did say that this woman tried to, reached out randomly. And then here come the second message from her. And I already know what's going on about it. Instead of that second message coming through, and now you're like, wait a minute, meet up, let's talk. But you already know about it. And this is the point I'm making.
But you're proving my point. How do you go from a message coming in and you not responding to a second message coming through from, mind you didn't respond. Now a second message is coming through saying, hey, let's meet up. And now you want to respond to this question? Like, what are you talking about? If a person wants to have a conversation with themselves in your DMs, that's their problem. You are not engaging. And the fact that, listen, when I have DMs, well, more so on Facebook Messenger, because on Instagram, you can kind of just get DMs. But on Facebook Messenger, there are people, guys, that literally be talking to me that have had a conversation with themselves for months. So it's like, if somebody wants to have a conversation with themselves, let them have a conversation with themselves. But by you, it should just be sitting there. But why are you opening it and wanting to entertain it and to tell me? That just seems suspicious.
All right.
It just seems suspicious to me.
Guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share in your comments of what we're talking about. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And we understand why SennyJ's been single for the last 15 years. Now, Senny,
and also, just really quick to the people, men can't be honest. Men, first of all, there's nothing you're being honest about. Be honest when it really matters. That you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me the little things. Tell me the big things.
Senny, wait a minute.
Maybe say that.
Senny, it's nothing wrong with sharing the little things. Sometimes the little things can stay little. Pause. But you know what? I hear you barking.
You setting them up for something.
Listen,
you keep mentioning the little things, but you don't say what happens with the big thing.
But it won't turn into a big thing if the man is trying to keep it little. I'm just saying, listen, men, if you're doing that, I applaud you. If women are not receiving it like SennyJ, you keep doing what you're doing. Don't volunteer.
Why would you want to cause doubt in your partner? Why would you want your partner to wonder about what's going on in your DMs? Why would you want to do that?
Listen to me. Fellas, if your lady don't receive voluntary information on the little things, then don't do it anymore. Don't do it anymore. And if it becomes something big, then you tell your lady, well, I was trying to share something with you, but you didn't want to hear it. So you know what? Now it's a big thing, and let's try to get through this.
What?
Fellas, don't share. If you volunteer small information and it's not received from your partner, and this could go with the women as well, don't do it again. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the show. Shout out to Wendy Gonzalez. Wendy, somebody reach out to her. This Monday, it's official. Motivational Mondays out the window. It's Wake the F Up Mondays. Thank you so much, Wendy Gonzalez. Thank you, Princess Cox No Pause, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Senny, what we're gonna do?
What do you think he Princess for?
Are you serious right now? I could thank Princess Cox for.
It's Wendy that came up with the thing.
Wait a minute. I could thank Princess Cox No Pause for many of things. Pause. For you to even say, what are you thanking Princess for, is almost disrespectful. First of all, I thank him for spending the moments here on this show in the morning. I thank him for pulling up in his car, can't go to the show and doing therapy counseling at the comedy show. Why
don't you thank Nicole Harris? She was the first one in the chat room for like 30 minutes. He just rolled himself in here late, and you want to thank him?
See, that's your problem. If you go back to the tape, you can listen to the show. And I said, thank you so much to Nicole Harris. Now, let's get back to thanking Princess. I thank Princess because remember, if you was listening, since you're so riled up about volunteering information, I thanked him because remember he was one that came up with with the title of the morning show for Wednesdays when he named it, and we had that vote of
Yeah.
whatever Wednesday. So it falls into the same umbrella as per Wendy Gonzalez with the new name of Monday. So I want to thank Princess for being one of those members who changed the title of this show. And for you to say, what are we thanking Princess for? We have a lot to thank and be grateful for Princess Cocktail for.
It just seemed like a little off, but
All right,
thank you
welcome
for
to
the
the show.
ladies who are agreeing with me. But please,
Of course, the
don't
ladies
don't
are going.
don't
Of
take
course,
anything that I say as woman standard at all.
yo,
This is just my
of
opinion.
course,
A
of
lowly girl in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, who's been single
listen,
for the past 10 years.
of
I don't
course,
don't take me
of
at my word.
course.
It's
Of
just my
course, of course, these beautiful ladies that are in the chat room are going to agree with you. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are. Of course, you got. Of course, women unite. Men ain't shit. I get it. That's an old story. Ladies, let's evolve. Okay, let's put our minds a little bit. Of course, of course, you're gonna follow the law of the land. I get it. I'm talking about from a man's perspective.
I'm just saying, keep your wits about you, men
No,
and
no,
women.
no, no, no,
Men
no,
and
ladies,
women, keep your wits
ladies,
about you. Because when
ladies,
people get in love and you have sex and you doing all
ladies,
this, it's easy to just be like, oh, he's being
ladies.
so transparent. Nah, sis, he's setting you up
Yeah.
for his big one. Watch
See,
out.
see, see, see. This is exactly what
Setting
I'm
you up
talking about.
for okie doke,
See,
sis. Be
see,
careful.
see. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You are proving my whole point. Hey, sis, be careful. The okie doke coming. Key voluntary information. What's going on? You know he's still messing with his baby mother. Shut the fuck. Shut the fuck. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck. Calm down. Tiny. Shut up. Shut up. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your voice right. Shawn Harvey on the show featuring Miko team. With the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. I just had an ADHD moment. Y'all kiss my ass. Uh, guys, don't forget Monday. Sharon Barnes calling in. It's hard Monday. Uh, and she's gonna call in. When she calls in, oh, matter of fact, she's gonna be on video. And we are going to have a great time on this Monday coming up. Sharon Barnes, Heart Foundation. You know, Sharon calls in all the time. She's a heart attack survivor, and her story is so compelling. So we appreciate you. Now, we're going to go with some front page. I want to see the hearts in the chat room, by the way. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turned down for what? Where the hearts at in the chat room? Turned down for what? Top ranked podcast this morning. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat room. We're changing all the names of the titles of the show each morning. Please, Wendy, we have Monday. We need Tuesday, Wednesday. We got Wednesday. We need Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Cindy, we're going to go into some front page news before we get out of here. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Shout out to my man Tommy Davidson, my man Talent, my man Aldo, DJ Hot Sauce, my man Chingy Chink. We did a great show the other night down in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. I'm in Piscataway, New Jersey tomorrow night with a big comedy show with Kenny Howe. So we appreciate you. Cindy, time for some front page news. It's the S to the E double NY, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. Front page news, y'all. Yo, my man Ghost is in the building. Ghost, I need you and the whole crew in the building. March the 9th, Bethlehem, bro, for the birthday bash. Let's go, baby. Yo, Ghost, reach out to me after the show, man. I need everybody in the building, March 9th. Go ahead, Cindy.
Whoa. Okay, so right now,
Hold on. Kareem Williams says Toxic Talk Friday. Am I seeing that right?
Not.
Yeah.
Nothing I said was toxic though, but I get it.
Very toxic, yo. No, everything you said was toxic. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna hold on to that, Kareem. I like that. Toxic Talk Friday.
Y'all need to stop.
I like it. Keep these names coming. Go ahead, Cindy. What you got?
Okay, so listen, the Republicans, and I don't even know. Some of my black people, y'all talking about voting for Trump, y'all are, I can't wrap my head around it right now. Trump, there was a sneaker con in Philadelphia, I want to say like a week or two ago, and Donald Trump was there, and he unveiled these MAGA 4s or whatever, which are these gold sneakers. They're Make America Great Again sneakers, and Trump is not the creator of them, but he's definitely endorsing them. And you know, Trumpers were buying them and everything else like that. And they were talking about it on Fox News, and one of their anchors or correspondents, Raymond Arroyo, had this to say regarding the release of the sneakers and how it correlates to Black America. And he has faced severe backlash regarding this. And I'll play a clip for you if you guys haven't seen it. So just hold on with me 1 second. Did you see this, Shawn? Hold on.
Very interesting. As you see Black support eroding from Joe Biden, this is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love.
You're right.
It's something. It's affection. And the sneaker thing. I was on
So obviously, you know, Black America has something to say about this. So he's receiving some online backlash. However, he is standing by his statement. And of course, you know, and people, you know, that are for Trump are saying, well, this has nothing to do with Trump. He can't control everything that is going on with people that support him or other news outlets or things like that. It's not the fact that it has anything to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact that this is a party. This is how they feel. You saw her follow-up question. Well, you think that'll translate to voting? And then he talks about the sneaker and she's like, okay, well, that's good. Like, you are literally sitting here and telling America, and not just, you're telling white America that all Black people care about is sneakers and that's the way to get them to vote?
Hold on.
What's going on is complete insanity. It's so disgusting. And the fact that there are Black people that are like, well, I'm still voting for Trump is beyond that you want to be a part of this party that peddles BS like this and that's how they acknowledge you.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's your favorite uncle. It's your friend, Shawn Harvey. This podcast is one of the top-ranked podcasts in these streets. And please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. Can't do the show without her. And the Queen, Miss Miko. Please, everyone, let's give a round of applause for the Queen, SennyJ, right now for anchoring this show. SennyJ, God bless you. What are y'all so riled up about? This is a man, regardless of, and I say regardless in the most respectful way, it was very racist comments, very stereotypic kind of white dude, Babylonian rhetoric that we don't hear a lot. This is the thing. You're getting all crazy. He's actually being himself and sharing, and we talked about being transparent. He's being transparent. He's telling it what it is. I know the way we're receiving it, we don't like what he's saying, but half of the shit is true. A lot of black folks do identify with the sneakers and the kicks. And we're not even making this up. I'm not making it up. Black people do identify with sneakers and Jordans and all this. And there's nothing wrong with that. What he's saying is wrong and racist. I do agree with you. But Trump got a pair of sneakers out for $400 and they're buying them. So we have hold on, wait a minute. We have free choice and will. That's one thing we do have. Some of us do. Some of us do have the free choice to choose. And thank God for that. And some black folks who they're buying these $400 gold sneakers with the American flag on it with the T. Does that translate to a vote? I don't know. But I do give this man credit. At least he's sharing. And now we know, if you didn't, how the left feels about black folks. We already know how the true Babylonian feels about the black man. We already know this. This is a guy on Fox News, and we already know the rhetoric that's spilled over there on Fox. Fox is a very conservative platform, and they go and they're about Trump. So the rhetoric is going that way. Now, for black folks to choose to vote for Donald Trump, there is something mentally wrong with you. But there's mental illness throughout this country. It doesn't even matter with voting or politics. A lot of us are out of our mind. And the scary part about it is when we confront folks that are mentally challenged, we deny that we're mentally challenged. And that's the scary part. Hey, Joe Biden, come out with some Air Bidens. I don't know what to do here. But the man is coming out with sneakers. One dude got a signed pair of the Trump sneakers for $9,000. The Trump sneakers are in these streets. And I'm going to tell you this. If I see a black folk that I know that's in these streets wearing Trump sneakers, I'm deleting you out of my life. I swear, if there's anyone in this chat room with a pair of Trump sneakers, please leave this room. But I do respect the fact that this man is sharing the obvious. Don't get riled up, people. Don't get riled up. You know what it is. How dare he say this? You know that's what they're thinking. He said it. He did you a favor. Now, if your dumbass is dumb enough to go out there and buy a $400 pair of Trump sneakers and vote for Trump, you're out of your mind. Joe Biden and you know I love Sleepy Joe, and Senny always ridiculed me throughout the years about Sleepy Joe, and Joe tried to relieve the country with some student debt about 2 years ago when we had COVID, but now he introduced another bill to eliminate it yesterday. $1.2 trillion of student loans eliminated. What more do you want Grandpa to do?
I have something about that.
But you go research it. And I say that respectively to you.
I did.
But black folks, don't buy the Trump sneaker, bro. Don't do that. Go keep with Air Jordans. But there's gonna be 2 or 3 of y'all that's gonna fall between the cracks, and you're gonna spend that money for those sneakers. And it's unfortunate, and it's very disappointing that you're gonna support a man that don't support you. Remember let's think about it. Remember when President Trump was president? Not one time did he come to the hood. Not one time. Think about it. 4 years he was president. He didn't care about nothing with black folks' issues at all. And SennyJ's right. The federal government had to cut checks to people in the COVID era. It didn't matter who was president or not. They was going to send people money anyway. It just happened to be that Donald Trump was the president.
And he actually held up the checks. They could have been out sooner, but he wanted to make sure that his name was on them because people are so ignorant that they believe that he was the one that literally wrote the check, like it came out of his bank account. And that's why he did that, because y'all people take everything at face value.
Right. So then that is another. So then that's another issue that we're having in the Black community. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's information. Someone has to give us this information and trickle it down from Black folks in the hood or Black folks that live in that are part of the 1% of the finance in this country. It has to be trickled down with clear information on what's going on. Black folks, if you think that Donald Trump, you're gonna vote for Donald Trump back to be re-elected president because of $2,000 and $4,000, and that's the only sole reason why. It's a sad day in the Black community. It has nothing to do with Trump and his sneakers. Black folks, what are we talking about? And then I see videos of people where I live, where I'm from, my beloved BX, the Bronx, New York, on Southern Boulevard, talking about they gonna vote for Trump. Are you an idiot? What is wrong? I think that's the bigger question. I think that's the bigger concern, that us Black folks are really jaded in our decision making about Donald Trump. It should be a no-brainer. Only unless those Black folks 4 or 5 years ago, Blacks for Trump, you know, the folks that lived in Black folks that live in Middle America, or they love Donald Trump. That makes sense to me. But in the urban centers of this country that are heavily Democratic by generational default, you're gonna consider voting for Donald Trump and buying his sneakers? I think that's more the bigger question, is that us Black folks and minorities and Latin folks, and I'm gonna yield my time and then we're gonna get out of here. Got another story. And Latinos, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you, my Latinos. You vote for Donald Trump because you mad because your cousin jumped the border and you came into this country legally and you spent $10,000 to get into this country, but your cousin jumped the border and you mad because there's a difference between the illegal immigrants and regular Latinos that work their way through the country. Knock it off. Knock it off, Latinos.
They think they Babylonian, so it don't matter.
Yo, Latinos, knock it off. Those are your beloved cousins. So what? You got into the country and paid 10 stacks and your cousin just leaped in. So what? You know how many Black folks, we came here on a boat and we were slaves for 300 years.
I think that because when people say, especially, they're like, well, you know, Biden isn't doing anything for us. They're not, you know, the Democrats aren't doing anything. Okay, so then just don't vote. I mean, the Electoral College picks your vote anyway. Or take a stand. Just because you don't like one doesn't mean you automatically have to vote for the other. Or, you know, just don't do anything. But to say that you're not going to vote Democrat because, you know, Joe Biden hasn't done anything for us, or, you know, he's funding a genocide, which is all true. You know, all of this is true. But at the end of the day, no president does anything for the everyday American. We all know that anyway. But to say, you know, they don't do anything for Blacks, but to literally go to a party that literally says they, you know, they only just follow the culture and basically saying that you don't know how to think for yourselves or have any kind of critical thinking skills. You'll just go for anything shiny that's in front of you.
Yeah.
He didn't have to say that. He could have easily, you know, why don't you, you know, say how much the Black vote is appreciated. And historically, these people have voted this way, but it would be better to vote for Republican because you can get these things. He could have taken it a whole nother way, but they don't want to because they feel like they don't have to.
Exactly. But Cindy, that's why I'm saying the young man that's on the Fox commentator did us a favor. He shared how he really feels. It's nothing wrong with that.
He did a favor, but it's not enough to just have somebody speak the truth. The fact that it's continuing to go on, that you're allowed to broadcast stuff like that, like there's stuff that people should actually be upset about and be actively trying to change.
And I agree with you 100%. But Cindy, I agree with you 100%. But if black folks can't decipher what this man is saying, that's so disrespectful and so racist and so belittling to the black culture, then it's black folks' problem. That's a black folk problem.
Mm-hmm.
The man clearly said what was on his mind. The way he disrespected black folks. And black folks, we still gonna change the temperature in the room and still consider voting for Donald Trump after what this man just said about us? That's crazy. A black issue.
No, it's an American issue.
My daughter's in the building, Arena Harvey. You know, I'm a grandfather. They call me grandpa. I'm on the video every night talking to my grandson. He's 4
all right.
months
Don't bother the young man now. His brain still has to form. He still has. Hey, Arena. And actually, speaking of the Harvey family, Mama Harvey called me last night. Hey, Mama Harvey, how are you doing? We spoke for about 10 to 15 minutes last night, Shawn.
Really?
She was filling me in on what she's doing, how she's feeling, the weather. She let me know about her great grandson. She's having a great time. She said she hasn't been able to get to church, so that's been bothering her. But next week is her time. And I was like, thank you so much. She was like, you know I love you and Miss Miko. I'm sending you so much love. And I said, I have to get down there. She said, come on down. Anytime. I got a plate of food for you and a seat at the house.
Whoa.
And she said, and you can tell Shawn so he can be jealous. And I was like, I will, Mama Harvey. I will tell him tomorrow. So shout out to Mama Harvey. She called me last night.
Well, jealous I'm not. But you know what? Like my mother say, thank God for Jesus, because this is a 91-year-old woman and you already deal with a 99. Your grandmother's 98, right?
98, right.
So you know how they give it up. SennyJ, my mother's going to start calling you 15 times a day. So welcome to the madness. And that's it.
I love it.
All right, Cindy, you got one more, and then we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your morning started right with the Queen SennyJ, Queen Miss Miko. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you did. Go ahead, Cindy. What else you got before? Because I got.
Well, really quick, just to touch on the Biden thing, because President Joe Biden did cancel. He did announce a cancellation of $1.2 billion in student debt for more than 150,000 borrowers.
Hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. Shawn Harvey broke this news.
You didn't break it. I read it last night. But
continue on.
When you look at it, okay, Wednesday he announced that they will be canceling $1.2 billion in student debt for nearly 150,000 borrowers under the Saving on a Valuable Education repayment plan called SAVE, right? A White House fact sheet states that a borrower is eligible for forgiveness, okay, if they're enrolled in SAVE and have been making at least 10 years of payments and have originally taken out $12,000 or less for college. The fact sheet continued to state, for every 1,000 borrowed above 12,000, a borrower can receive forgiveness after an additional year of payments. Those who will be receiving the payment relief will be notified through an email from President Biden. This round of payment relief comes a few months early, as it was originally planned for July. If you take out a $12,000 loan and are on a repayment plan for the past 10 years, who doesn't have that paid off already? So who are you really helping?
Yeah, I understand that, but Cindy, there are some people out there that
all you piecemealing these cancellations like you don't know that all of the loans were predatory. Just cancel them all.
Yeah, Cindy, just like my beloved grandson. Everything's a process. You do
Let's see.
slob mouth.
What's 1,000 a
Hold
year divided by 12?
Hold on. Just like my beloved grandson, you do slob
$100.
mouth. You start crawling, then you walk. Okay, you got to crawl before you walk. This is the first phase, and let's move on to the next phase that impact the majority of folks with student loans. But at least the man is trying to do something. Comparison to even back to the Barack Obama years and all these other years where there was no discussion of any kind of relief debt on student loans. Hold on. This movie's not over with yet. We just getting our popcorn and sitting down. Wait till we get to the next scenes.
We've been sitting down since he first got in office. We've been sitting down, waiting, and he keep popping up with this BS. Joe, cancel it all, Joe. That's the only way you're getting reelected, bro.
I want to see all. Damn. Right. Because you know what the alternative is. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featured the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Like I said, Miss Miko, her work schedule's changed, but once it gets back into order, she'll be, back on the panel. So please show Miss Miko some love. Please, I want to see the hearts in the chat room. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Feel Good Friday, which will be the last day for Feel Good Friday. We're going to change the name of the title of Feel Good Friday. God willing, we'll be back on Monday. We truly appreciate you. Don't forget, next Saturday, Kami in Harlem, ticket is moving fast. You'll come out, celebrate the birthday. Your boy Shawn Harvey, Kami in Harlem, March the 2nd. Doors open up at 7, showtime 8. And then we're out here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, March the 9th. Y'all come on out at Game Time Barn Grill. Got a quick pick stop in Brooklyn at 275 Park, March the 6th. So the Shawn Harvey birthday tour is on full effect. I would love for each and every one of y'all to participate. And thank you. Cindy, I yield my time. You have the last word. Truly appreciate you. Let's go.
You guys, it was a great show. We will see you later. And I think the theme of today's show, I'll leave you with the last word, is keep your wits about you. Okay? Critically think on everything. Keep your wits about you. That's my final word going into this weekend.
Okay, guys, you be safe this weekend. We see you on Monday. Cindy, let's wave at these folks. All right, later.
Bye, guys.